So Jim Rohn, the legendary motivational speaker, business guy, is attributed with the quote, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Now, I may be getting the details a little bit wrong. It's paraphrasing there, but that's basically what he was saying. You're the average of the people you spend the most time with. And that rings very true. I think we can all kind of recognize that, maybe you just call it influences, whatever you want to call it. When you hang around with a certain group of people a lot, you tend to absorb their qualities. You tend to rise to their level or fall to their level depending on the different variables that you're looking at. You see this a lot with teenagers, for instance. The people that they're hanging out with become big influences on them, and they tend to act in similar ways. Same thing happens for people in, adult life, in business situations or school situations. Basically, you just really do absorb the characteristics, the mannerisms, the habits, the schedule, all the different things like that. You absorb that from people you're around. Now, what I want to talk about is how this applies in this day and age, because I think that it really applies in a different way nowadays. We spend a lot of time alone. Even when we're together, we spend a lot of time alone in our own little sphere connected to our phone or on the computer or something like that. And we get a lot of influence from people that are isolated somewhere else in the world through the internet. What I mean is YouTube videos, vlogs, podcasts, Twitter, Facebook, all the different social media networks, Snapchat, etc. We get a lot of influence and we get a lot of exposure to other people online. So while you are the product of the people you spend the most time with in real life, I also think you're the product of the people you allow to influence you. And this is really important because this is something that you have a lot of control over. I know that in real life, quote unquote real life, it's hard to have a lot of control over the people that you're spending time with. A lot of times if that's your family or your coworkers at a place that you're an employee, people at school that you go to school with, you have some control, but not all the control over that. When you're talking about people that you allow to influence you online, you have 100% control over that. So I really, really, really encourage you to use this as a tool, to use it actively, to allow yourself to be influenced by the right people at the right times. Now, this can look a lot of different ways. Perhaps you are somebody who feels really demotivated, really low on yourself, really hopeless about the world. Maybe that means you need to watch vloggers, people who, capture their experiences online. And it's a real life picture. It's a curated picture, but it's a real life picture of what's going on. And it represents some of the hope and some of the awesome stuff that can happen in the world. Some of these people are actually, making a difference. Some of these people are just going out and experiencing the world in wonderful ways. But maybe that's something that can help you feel lifted up. There's a person that I use a lot, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's kind of a crass dude from the former Soviet Union. He's all about, online business entrepreneurship. And, you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. But for me, if I'm feeling unmotivated on a day that I need to be motivated, so meaning I have the time to spend, but I feel like I don't have the energy to utilize that time, I'll listen to his podcast or watch some of his videos and get a kick in the ass that I need to get out the door and start working. Right? So you have influence over the people that influence you. So I just really want you to pay attention to who you are allowing to influence you online. The 5 to 10 people you spend the most time with in terms of social media, in terms of videos, in terms of podcasts, whatever it is that you're taking in. And the other thing to think about is, what do you need? So think about what things you need in terms of whether that's motivation, whether that's new thoughts and insights to get the gears turning, whether that's sort of creative energy, whether that's something to humble you, bring you down to earth, whatever it is, practice a little bit of self-awareness and think about, what is it that I need externally? What do I need to pull in to help bolster what I have going on right now? And then with that information, you can seek out 5 people that fill that niche online. That's the beautiful thing about the internet, is we have unlimited access to basically unlimited people. And so there are people out there that can fill that niche for you. Whether that's, you need somebody to help you figure out technology stuff, you need somebody to motivate you, you need somebody to show you that it's possible to have a family and be happy and not just like jaded with the world, whatever it is, recognize what your needs are and then structure your influences so that you are set up to become the average of the 5 people or 10 people you're spending the most time with online. Just my little rant about that. Let me know what people are positively influencing you online. Maybe there's a few people in the comments that, may have similar needs and can pick up on those people too. So thanks.